So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud, the tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. Mathias Cunha! That was superb goalkeeping.
Matheus Cunha clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Neymar. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well Peter, I'm going to keep an eye out for this guy Kyle Walker, especially because his team build from the back, whether he's going to stay out wide or move into midfield and create some overloads. He's a player I hugely admire for his intelligence, his sense of positioning, and boy can he sprint.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And it's Thuram. Now it's Cristiano. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Koundé played back into the centre. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. And this is Ronaldo. Konate. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Barcelona really could have done without this. To open the scoring. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! He intercepts the throw, that's well read. Not the most accurate pass. And the shot's on here. A lot of and the finish! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
Turns and goes. Chance! There it is! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah.
Takes a shot! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And no, that was never going to make it. Tchouameni, lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. The referee's had a good look and given a corner. It's their second corner of the game. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He's had it taken off him. And here's Neymar. Oh, that's neat.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Hakimi. Well, that is one way to stop him. Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. And it's Pedri. Nicely shaped ball. It's a promising position. Header! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Barcelona looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And here's Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cristiano Ronaldo. He is just caressing the ball. Pedri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's picked it up out wide. Great defending, strong and determined. Koundé just loves to go forward whenever he can. He's in a great position here. Hakimi. Some good work on the right flank here.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Pedri! Pedri! It's a loose ball. Big chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. He's having a go! A real chance and a real let-off.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Eder Militao, and he opts to go forward. And we hit half-time. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Barcelona are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And the game has already resumed here. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Neymar. This looks promising. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And this is... It's Neymar! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now it's Matheus Cunha. The muscular approach does pay off here. Driving forward. And he plays one through. Now it's Pedri. He might be it. Pedri! They've done it! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 6.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Lasciano il campo per il
He's
numero
having
5.
a shot!
Il numero 21. Cambio
That
di
carried
giocatori.
quite a threat. Maciej Cunha under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with it.
Chance for a shot! That is decidedly lacking. Van de Ven. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And it's Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And that has left him in a heap. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's chosen to go back. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he is going into that little black book.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero
Ronaldo
77.
having a look.
Numero 33.
Looking here to alter
Lasciano
the
il campo
direction of the
per
game.
Il numero 41. Il numero 9. Attenzione, un cambio.
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Bellingham. Driving on and making good progress. Reinders. That pass has been well intercepted. Rafael Leao. And the shot! Thuram. Reinders. Now it's Thuram. Showing good feet. Nuno Mendes. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Barcelona have a free kick. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Well, plenty of early set pieces here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And it's Mendes. Nuno Mendes. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Šeško! Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now, and that's another chance! Mbappe. Reinders. And the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Van de Ven. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a good ball out wide. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's beautifully weighted. Alisson attempts a clearance. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Van de Ven.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Knocks it into space. Oh, just skips past his man. Threads one in. Now there's a fine ball. Shapes to shoot! And that is wildly off target. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Nicely shaped ball. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I've always been a fan of this fella, Kyle Walker, who's amongst the most established fullbacks in the game, cited by so many top players as being a nightmare to face. It's very rare to see him beaten in a one-on-one situation. He just knows how to use his strength and pace to terrific effect.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Kyle Walker. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Pedri. And it's Hakimi. And it's Pedri. Thuram with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Hakimi. And he gets rid in a hurry. Thuram. Zakaria. And it's Koundé. Eder Militao kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Pedri. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Pedri, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Searching pass he's played there.
Pretty robust defending.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. So, what can they come up with here? Koundé.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Neymar. Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Nice control. Thuram. Pedri. A probing pass. Koundé. 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the finish! Goal! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their...
Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Calafiori. Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. Chouameni. Thuram. Oh, good-looking ball. Calafiori has it out wide and in space. Alexander-Arnold can get it clear. Koundé is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Now, can they get him away? Pedri. And he's had it nicked away. Hakimi receives it. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that should get the job done. And it's half-time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How would you review the first half?
Barcelona will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. It's So this isn't bad at all.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Kyle Walker. Zakaria. And it's Koundé. To Walker. Just eases him off the ball. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's been slipped through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Thuram. Zakaria. And this is Ronaldo. Strokes it back. Thuram. That's been cut out, well played. Van de Ven. And it's Neymar. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's in a great position here. There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Picked out brilliantly. Great chance! He has done it! Into the lead once more. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Well timed, excellent interception. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down there.
That pass isn't the best. Good ball, good take. Well read, nice interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he's intervened well there. Calafiori. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Neymar. Oh, good ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He won't be happy with that one. Thuram. Now it's Neymar. Calafiori.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Mosquera gets across to intercept that. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Koundé. Kyle Walker. Calafiori. Neymar looking to add to his goal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Cross to the back post. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
And he's worked it through. Koundé. Zakaria. Just 5 minutes left. Here's Zakaria. And it's Walker. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 22, numero 6,
Mosquera.
numero 77, numero 33.
Yeah, the opposition have to come and chase it, so it might just allow a counter-attack or two.
No, he wasn't going to let him past.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he cuts out the supply. 2 minutes to be added on. And there's green grass. Shot, surely! He'll want to be quick to recover this. Can he stop it going out? Chouameni. Now Nico Williams. Could move up a gear here. He's picked his way through. And that's a good intervention. And that is that. Barcelona can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, he rises! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Kyle Walker has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Koundé, Zakaria, and it's Koundé. Engages and forces him off the ball. Matheus Cunha, he's in plenty of space here. No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Not the most accurate pass. It's a promising position. This looks promising. Barcelona have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Dybala goes short. And that's played in low. And now they can spring out of defence. He's being urged to shoot, and the shot! Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Nuno Mendes. And the pass is intercepted. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Referee has just said play on. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Thuram touches it back. Nico Williams. Well read, nice interception. Thuram. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Neymar. Neymar driving forwards. Oh, that's nice. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Knocks it out wide. That's very neat. Mendes gets across and deals with it. Dybala, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Kyle Walker. Pedri did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent, they just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
He's not got that quite right. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar. And this is Neymar! And he's done it!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Dybala. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's found a way past. That's an excellent interception. Zakaria gets good distance on it. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Now it's Dybala. Pedri. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So off we go once more.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Caresses it through. Thuram deals with that comfortably.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Threads one in. Calafiori. Nicely intercepted. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And it's Pedri. Pedri really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And he cuts out the supply. Matheus Cunha being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got...
He's having a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Barcelona had the equaliser, and with... Oh, shooting chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Corner number 2 then. Deftly away. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Lacroix has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
That is a brilliant interception. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Thuram. Calafiori. And it's Walker. Koundé. Wriggles his way through. He's had it taken off him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Out to the right. Koundé is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Thuram. Muscular approach does pay off here. Pedri. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Now he's got space here.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Thuram. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mosquera. Nice control. Oh, that's neat. Neymar. Tchouaméni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that pass just didn't quite work. The final 5 minutes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Mendes. And he skips past his man. Now it's Thuram. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Walker gets rid without sophistication. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Calafiori. Pedri, looking. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 10, Neymar.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
Numero 22, numero 6.
Calafiori.
Il numero 21.
And Mosquera.
Il numero 41. Il numero 9. Il numero 17. Il numero 5.
And here's Rafael Leao. Calafiori receives it in a wide position. That pass has been well intercepted. Great ball, and he's in here. Rafael Leao! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Pedri. Hakimi. Now, can they get him away? Konate. Eder Militao. Now that looks a decent ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Kyle Walker. Lacroix. Calafiori. Here's Rafael Leao. That is very well defended. Now it's Garnacho. Lacroix gets across to intercept. Half-time, extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 33. Lascia
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Bellingham has given away a free kick. And it's Hakimi. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Mbappe. Opts for safety. Kyle Walker. Now that is tidy, really tidy. Garnacho. It's just beyond his reach. Reinders. Barcelona must do something here, and very quickly.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Garnacho. And it's Thuram. Driving on and making good progress. That is good strength. Koundé. Crunching tackle, and that's gone loose. Now it's Thuram. Nicely weighted ball, and that is expertly dealt with. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. He has a look up. Barcelona. And that's that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona are looking a touch fragile, Peter. Confidence looked well down, and they have to find some courage quickly now if they're to react.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here, things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Who do you think this turn... And he shoots! You've got to be quick to recover this. Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They work all week on that sort of situation, and he reacted very well then.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chouameni, that's been intercepted. Eze. Robert Navarro. Driving on and making good progress. Koundé makes the interception. Gravenberg. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Has a look and plays it forward. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach.
Real chance! It's bounced back off the post. Goal! Botafogo! Eze duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looking for a run-up. He's just misjudged that one. João Neves. Now it's Thuram. Chouameni and Garnacho. Thinks about the shot. Now it's Thuram. Yamal. Threads one in. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Hakimi plays it short. He's having a shot!
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That is lovely. It's a good run down the right. Lovely bit of skill. Places it, shapes to shoot! Corner number 2 then. Hakimi goes short. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Botafogo have it back and can go again. Van Dijk could move up a gear here. Yamal, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Robert Navarro. Robert Navarro takes control of it and he's on the move.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Gravenberg, ball's played through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Eze showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Haaland. Time and again they are repelled. And the counter is on. Can he get on the end of this? Garnacho.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's had it taken off him.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Gravenberg. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, they could break here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Garnacho. He has found the way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well read, and the danger is averted. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Senhoras e senhores, peguem seus bilhetes. É hora de anunciar os números do sorteio de hoje. Substituição em andamento.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Interception, his positioning was spot on. Manchester United do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Mbappe. Now Hernandez. Mbappe. Eze has it out wide and in space.
Well played and well cleared.
Mbappe. And it's Mendes. Oh, perfectly measured that. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now who's going to be first to this? It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Thuram. Manchester United still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And it's played forward. Matheus Cunha. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 9.
And it's
Camisa
Mendes.
21.
He's got away.
Camisa 8.
Played in deep. Climbs up big. It's in. Manchester United are back on level terms. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
And very quick. And a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he nearly went all the way.
Bellingham clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Chips it through. And claimed it back swiftly. Spread it left. Matheus Cunha. And the shot! Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. Guirassy. And it's Pedri. Might be Bellingham! Oh, the ball's run loose here. McKennie goes steaming forward. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham goes on a run down the left wing. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Botafogo really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Matheus Cunha bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Guirassy. Hakimi calmly anticipates. Hernandez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Garnacho. And he's intervened well there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's had a shot! Oh, it's hit the post!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Hernandez promptly onto that, and that is that. Gravenberg. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Guirassy is onto this.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Botafogo claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Vinicius Junior with the short one. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. He's found the way through. Matheus Cunha! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that is as far as it goes. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Begley.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Thuram! Now, who's going to be first to this? Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham, aims beyond the defence.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
That was really positive from him. He was far too good for those defenders and nearly scored a cracker.
There's the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. And here's Mbappe. That's very neat. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. It's run loose here. Now, can they get him away? Delivery from him, climbs up big! He's got away with one there. Mbappe! Tries to pass it through. An uncompromising challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Bellingham. Manchester United still without a single shot on target. And here's Thuram. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Played out to the left flank. Pedri. Can he finish? They want to be quick to recover. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Bellingham. Hakimi. Thinks of, and the shot! And he's following up! Oh, it's hit the post! Goal! Manchester United! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on.
Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Vitz. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Bellingham. Waneri. Bellingham, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And the finish! Superlative from Pedri! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they're at it again, in double quick time! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He's in a great position here. Oh, nice touch. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Chance! Oh, it's come loose. And now the breakaway. He has found a way through. Picked out brilliantly. Bellingham!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And he is going into that little black book.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Van Dijk. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe receives it in a good position here. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Waneri. Good ball, good take. Oh, right place, right time. Bellingham. That's Fitz. Mbappe. Bellingham. And a chance! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Manchester United are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 29.
And we're off again.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador.
And he's had it nicked away.
18.
Looking to play him in. That is good alertness. Chouameni. Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Mbappe. Mbappe! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Ndika. Pressing high and with purpose. Gravenberg. And it's Bellingham. He's on it, can he get away? Wirtz, who's set up one goal so far.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Waneri. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's a really well-measured ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's cut it out. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Mbappe.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Corner number 2 then.
Camisa 9, camisa 21, camisa 16, camisa 22. Deixando o campo para a
Kluivert
entrada
plays it short.
Camisa 20, camisa
And that's a throw.
45, camisa 27, camisa 5.
Now it's DiMarco. Oh, cracking ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's there. Shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, taken with style. Right back in the game. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Kluivert, nicely weighted ball. Tries a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Probing pass. Great ball and he's in here. He's found a way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Garnacho going face-to-face with his great rival. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's worked it through. He is through here! Chance, surely!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. DiMarco cuts it out. Ndika. And it's Gravenberg. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Kluivert. Now it's Osimhen.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Kluivert. Marmoush. Chouameni. Pedri.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Marmoush.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Rafinha. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Very much into the last knockings. Kluivert making good progress on the right-hand side. Kluivert stood his ground strongly.
Substituição em andamento.
Kluivert.
3 minutos de acréscimo.
Ball's gone out of play. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Botafogo looking to pass their way through. Big chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
The message is simple, defend this with your lives. And it's been taken short. And we're done. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Martinez picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?